to Business Standard's afternoon news update. First, the top headlines. Congress President Sonia Gandhi discharged from AIIMS after a 5-hour checkup. Obama says US considering limited military strike against Syria, and United Nations Rights Panel urges North Korea to grant access to the country. Now the news in detail. Congress President Sonia Gandhi was discharged from the AIIMS early morning today. Gandhi was admitted after being taken ill in Lok Sabha when her pet welfare legislation and UPS food security bill was in its final stages of adoption. 67-year-old Gandhi spent about 5 hours in the hospital. Gandhi left Parliament at 8:15 p.m. yesterday while the voting was underway on various amendments moved by the opposition and was rushed to AIIMS. She could not be present in the lower house when the landmark bill was passed. US President Barack Obama is considering a limited military strike against Syria as Washington accused Damascus of using chemical weapons against its own people. Even as the White House insisted that President Obama had made no such decision and is yet to take a final call on it, the US Navy warships reportedly positioned itself for a strike using long-range Tomahawk land attack missiles. According to the Washington Post, such a strike being considered by Obama is designed to serve as a punishment for Syria's alleged use of chemical weapons and as a deterrent, while keeping the United States out of the deeper involvement in that country's civil war. As the administration moved rapidly toward a decision, Secretary of State John Kerry said the use of chemical weapons in an attack on Wednesday against opposition strongholds of the outskirts of Damascus is now undeniable, the Post reported. The head of a United Nations inquiry into human rights in North Korea appealed today for access to the country, even as Pyongyang condemned his commission's work as slanderous and provocative. The 3-member commission of inquiry, chaired by retired Australian judge Michael Kirby, has just wrapped up hearing 5 days of often harrowing testimony in the South Korean capital, mostly from North Korean defectors. As he prepared to give a final press conference today, the North's official Korean Central News Agency launched a bitter attack on the hearings in Seoul, calling the witnesses human scum manipulated by the South Korean authorities. The commentary said the Commission's work would only set back recent progress towards the engagement between North and South Korea after months of heightened military tensions. The North, which strongly denies allegations of rights abuses, had refused to recognize the Commission and barred it visiting the country. The final report is due to be submitted to the United Nations Human Rights Council in March next year, and Kirby said he expected the United Nations to act on any recommendations it might make. That is all in the bulletin for now. Thank you and join us again for the next bulletin due shortly.